This guy's armor, James, is it just looking very, born into money, or?
It looks functional. It is perhaps like gilded a little bit to look a bit fancier, to like give that sort of noble bearing. But the way he sort of positioned himself and stuff, he does seem to have some, at least, martial training, you would say.
Would I think almost militaristic?
Yes, I would say so. Particularly as the guards seem to be deferring to them, almost like not only is he just like the leader of the town, but he's more like the general of the town.
Mm-hmm. In that case,
He's the Baron.
Octavian will look up at him, stood at attention, and he will salute in what would be his, and give his name and rank. However, I'm going to not lie, because of what me and you spoke about. He will give his prior rank.
Okay.
Which
feel free to.
I'm trying to remember what we discussed. What it was we discussed. His.
Okay, we're live again.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't live for a moment.
We went
Stream went offline for a little bit.
Oh.
I have no idea why. I think it was when the game got paused, but we're back now.
Oh, for a little bit.
He will
It might have been for half an hour. Fuck.
It's fine. We were mostly just talking.
Mm-hmm.
He will announce himself as Commodore, which was his prior rank.
A naval man, then.
Yes.
Well, then, if you're... I expect you to keep your party in check. And should anything happen, both you and the woman will be the what? Well, to be honest, your entire group will suffer the consequences, but you two in particular. So that's understood.
Understood, and I would expect you as a man of military to respect the rules and laws of hospitality.
That is the only reason I'm allowing you in at all.
He'll incline his head.
If it wasn't for those rules, I would order you to leave the wine and never return.
Would you deny a fellow sister?
Without the abbot's express permission towards the abbey, I would not allow anyone in towards the abbey, regardless of what they claim to be. But now, step forward and enter.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna... because I think the door might be on... You might just be able to walk through? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The door seems to be on a different floor. Weirdly.
Interesting.
No.
Yeah. I'm just gonna follow Misha for now. He will step down.
I think we'll walk behind the group and stop at the threshold before stepping in.
Follow me. And he will step inside this building. Anna, Ilya, we have guests. Also, as he walked, he would have ordered the guards to come down and inspect the wine before bringing it in.
Before Octavian steps in, he'll make sure like boots are clean and
Yeah.
the typical rules of hospitality and
Yes. They will. Right, travelers. This is my wife Anna and my son Ilya. My name is Dmitry Kreskov. I'm the Baron and Burgomaster of this town. By blood and by duty.
I'm guessing I knew of him, but I never actually got a chance to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you would have been mostly in the church itself.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Lord Dmitry.
He nods. Alright, there is a reason why I have specifically offered you room in here. We do not have any inns in this town, and my home is one of the only ones spacious enough, and I would not force any of the townsfolk to host you.
Understandable.
He looks. We do not have a lot of spare room in terms of space. However, the room behind where my son is sitting has room enough for 2 of you to sleep. The others will have to make do. Actually, no, they'd probably point you to this southern room, actually, I think. Sorry.
I need not sleep. I can keep watch on my companions.
Yes. Yes. Well, we are about to have lunch or afternoon, like a late afternoon repast, I suppose.
Brunch?
No, brunch would be earlier. This is more like an afternoon tea.
Ah, I see.
What's this doing here? Octavian.
He's got
What
one
is
like
it?
you, Octavian.
What?
In this room, there's a Strahd doll on the bed.
Oh God. I'm just going to ignore that for now. That's a whole can of worms he's not ready to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You are.
I have gotten word about a few things happening here in Krask that we were hoping that we could help you with.
Yes, if you wish to remain within town, I would expect you to earn your keep.
We heard about the children. We weren't given a lot of information, though. The person did much other than young children going missing.
Yes, that is one of the issues with this town currently. But please take a seat. We can discuss business over dinner or afternoon tea.
Mm-hmm.
He will very gingerly sort of take a seat. You see he's sort of like almost wincing, like, please don't break, please don't break.
The seats all seem to have been reinforced for some reason.
For some reason.
Oh, thank God.
So, the entire time you've been here, the Baroness greets you formally. Welcome, travelers. They just say, I welcome you to my home. And I hope you enjoy your stay, and I hope it will be brief. But as my husband believes that you can be of help and have been of help, then I see no reason to not show hospitality.
Looking at them as soldiers, as people, do they look like they've been trained to be monster hunters? Just looking at their art, I'm like, they look very monster huntery.
They definitely look like they've had training for certain. Perhaps not specifically monster hunting, but certainly some sort of formal military training. As Anna obviously greets you, Dimitri sits down. Ilya hasn't said a word. He's just stuffing his face the entire time.
Yeah.
And Dimitri laughs and goes, "Slow down, son. Remember to breathe and try to chew your food. I know it's difficult after coming back from the dead and all, but try to enjoy your meals."
Back from the dead.
Yes, a blessing from Mother Night herself. Say?
I'm going to ask this specifically. Did Divine Sense pick up anything from Ilya?
No. Yes.
Brought from the... What happened?
In one of the recent attacks that have been occurring, one of the reasons we've been so on our guard, my son fell defending our livestock, but the abbot, in their grace and wisdom and showing extraordinary power, was able to wrench their soul from the heavens itself and bring it back, allowing him to live once more.
If I smell him, what does he smell like?
He smells of
your average teenager.
Yeah, human and a lot of food.
And what sort of age does he look?
Probably like late teens, like maybe 16, 17, I'm going to say.
Octavian will just sort of chuckle and go, "Killed." Yeah, not in a condescending, but in a, like very fatherly sort of.
Yes. Yes, he fell defending our most precious resource, the livestock, though. Unfortunately, he wasn't successful, and, well, things have been difficult recently.
How much of your livestock was taken?
Sorry, he's 14, sorry. Bit younger than I was estimating.
Why the appetite? I don't get hungry, so why the appetite?
He just, it seems to be a side effect of being brought back. Possibly making up for lost time. He was dead for a good month before the abbot relented.
A month?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of prayers that were successful in bringing someone back returning after a month.
The abbot is a very powerful and wise individual, and is truly blessed by Mother Night. Some believe he is the most favored of Mother Night. A reincarnation of Saint Markovia themselves, perhaps.
Has he spoken to Mother Night?
I believe he has, though I have not discussed it in depth with him. Whilst Mother Night is miraculous and has brought our son back, I have never been much of a religious man. If there had been any other way, I wouldn't have gone to the abbot at all, but my eyes have been opened.
So there's more problems than missing children.
Yes, we're not sure what's taking the livestock, but when we've been doing the head counts, we have found that our sheep has been dwindling, and we're not sure exactly why. Unfortunately, we need to find out why, because without those sheep, we're as good as dead. They're our only real food supply and clothing supply over the winter months.
Not that
Do you
I'm
give me
accused.
leeway to research? When did they go missing?
They seem to just disappear randomly, like whenever we've done the counts, there's always a few less than there should be.
Well, as I said, I need not sleep.
If yes. Dear, we needn't burden these fine people with our troubles, as much as they should earn their keep. That's something we should handle ourselves.
It would not hurt for us to investigate, though.
No one better to keep a standing vigil than those that need not leave.
If they're going missing, it would suggest that something is attacking them. I think it would be best if you go as a group during the daylight rather than trying to sneak about at night. Besides, the townsfolk might get wary and raise alarms if you go over there sneaking about.
I need not engage.
You not
Figuring
have.
out-
Sorry, go on.
Tracking something down and figuring out what it is just as important as any other thing we could be doing. Besides, and I will move behind Octavian, slouching slightly so his form will block me, and then I will stealth my way around to the other side of the table to get behind her, like all the way around the table the other direction.
Yeah. When you reveal yourself, they look over at you and go, well, whilst you can be sneaky, that doesn't mean you won't be spotted, and if someone sees something like yourself sneaking about, they won't hesitate to attack. Particularly sneaking about near there, it'd be much better if you went during the day. And the Baron goes, yes, I quite agree. There isn't, as important as it is, it would be much better for you to rest here, and I can escort you over in the morning. That way there will be no unfortunate accidents, and as I said, whilst you're in this town, I will be keeping my eyes on you until I know you can be trusted.
Octavian will look at him and go,
Mhm.
do you not have any druids within this settlement, this town?
There's no one attempted to speak with the flock.
We don't have anyone capable of that. The closest would be Luca, but they're...
Octavian will look at the Burgomaster and go, if you can give me an hour, I can give myself the ability to speak with your flock to find out what they have seen, what's been taking them.
Do you have a
Hour?
spyglass?
Ritual. You can ritual
We do
cast.
not.
That's 10 minutes.
Is it? I thought it was an hour to ritual cast.
No, 10 minutes.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. Okay, 10 minutes then. I don't
Like
know why
I
I was
said,
thinking an hour.
We will head over in the morning and deal with it then.
In the morning it is.
Yes.
You said you knew of Dahlia. Where
Yes,
is she?
I'm aware of Lady Dahlia. She resides in the Abbey. Occasionally, she may come down to town to buy resources, but or to mingle, perhaps, or observe the guards and ensure they are maintaining their duties properly. But most of the time, she keeps herself holed up in the Abbey. Even more reclusive than the abbot himself.
How is she allowed up there?
Because the abbot invited her.
Sigma will speak up and say, it would make sense if the Abbey is built upon the research division. It's quite possible the reverse may be true.
Octavian's going to look at Misha and go, your family owned the original research division building, did they not?
The building, yes, but I'm not sure about the area.
So technically, if the building still exists, that's your property.
A lot
Octavian
has
just sort of
happened in the past decades.
You just smile and sort of lean back in the chair slightly at that.
Sigma will speak up and say, no, it belongs to Lady Dahlia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even if it's from the family, she has priority.
Yeah.
It'd have been fun if it worked the other way.
But I will ask Dimitri. Their family has been the barons of this town since its settlements.
Yes, my ancestors built this town. And they will pause for a moment because I need to remind myself of the exact.
Katia would know.
Yes.
Without the light brown family crest, I dare you.
Did this town have actual relations with the Argynvost mansion? Or is that after the fall?
We have had some interaction with them.
Interaction, but no real relationship.
No.
So this symbol wouldn't mean anything to you. And I'll show the Librand symbol.
Only, I should do this as well. Showing you a bit more
Wait.
detailed art of them.
Sigma will also pull out the signet of the symbol of the research division as well for them.
They They do recognize them. Yes, we're aware of that organization, but to be honest, they haven't been of much benefit to us. The research division, or Dahlia's folk, have done... Well, they interact with the town when they need to. Simply put, nothing more.
If I may.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
Have there been any sightings of Mother Superior or the other sisters in these past few weeks?
No. We've not seen anyone from the Abbey, really, in a good few weeks.
Has something happened?
Not that we are personally aware of. We went up there, saw some of Dahlia's pets, but other than that, we didn't see any of the sisters when we went up there to have Ilya revived.
Pets, you keep saying
This-
pets. You mean the other hunters?
If that's what you call them, perhaps.
Other creatures like Sigma, he means.
No.
Hmm.
There shouldn't be more. Sigma was the only successful.
Not quite like that, but definitely not human.
I don't suppose any of them have a woollier aspect to them, do they?
I hate her.
What do you mean by a woollier aspect?
Physically, a bit more hairy, bit white curly hair, quite warm and fluffy.
Suggesting that she may have stolen the sheep, I believe.
Yeah, well, yes, but I didn't want to be so blunt about it.
Dahlia would have no
No.
need of stealing sheep. If she wanted it, she'd pay for it.
All we know is that on occasion, when the bell rings, there is a hooting and hollering of excitement from them. But
Octavian's going
And-
to... Sorry, go on, James.
they are not quite human, not quite beast, but they are different from, not like anything like a werewolf has ever been described for me.
Octavian's going to sort of subtly gesture so it's not sort of seen by everyone, to Sigma to sort of come over.
Yeah, Sigma will move
Hoping he sort of notices.
Sigma will walk over.
And he'll sort of lean over to sort of say something. And he'll say, "You think if Dahlia knew that someone like me was here, she would arrive very quickly."
You cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I said, do you think if Dahlia knew that someone with my knowledge was here, she would appear?
What do you mean?
Well, you said that you had that whole thing regarding Dahlia, like the astral plane, that sort of stuff. Do you not think if she knew someone with my knowledge was in town, she would want to meet them, talk to them?
If it was something that they needed, or if they weren't able to find another source, I'm sure she would.
What do you reckon our chances are?
You see a Sigma like looks down and then like looks up and goes, I wouldn't be surprised if she already knew we were here, to be honest.
True. However, I'm sure a message to her wouldn't go amiss. I understand your situation with or involving her is not ideal. But I think maybe it's time to, I don't know, bury the hatchet, or well, not literally, but wrong word, I know, but wrong word, but sort of not confront, but deal with her in a sense. See what she knows, what you need to know, things like that. What do you think?
Sigma will sort of think to himself, and like, I think Sigma is doing, like, you see Sigma's like doing calculations. And I think there is a part of Sigma that at any point feels like Dahlia would knock on the door. I think that is how Sigma's feeling about the situation right now. He's not sure, but I feel like that's his thoughts. Like I think Octavian would see him literally like look towards the door and then look back.
He'll go. The book. It's up to you, but at the end of the day, Sigma, I'll leave the decision to you. It's your history, it's your knowledge, your life. But I'll be here for it. I'll be at your side no matter what.
You would see that same guilt you saw Sigma looking at you earlier, as you say this. And he goes, whatever the party thinks is best, the best way to go. How I feel about it shouldn't matter.
And that's what Octavian will sort of say, no, it does matter. You are part of this party. I want your opinion on this. Forget everyone else. Your opinion. He's been very sort of, screw everyone else's feelings for the moment. What do you want yourself?
What I'm afraid of most is that she already knows I'm here.
Oh, if you think she already knows you're here, then I suppose a message won't do any harm, will it? If you feel up for dealing with that.
You say that it's my life, Octavian, but it really is.
No, it really is. She has no control over you. You are you, Sigma. Who cares what's inside you? You are your own person.
Hello? Hi, Cam.
Hello, Cameron.
It's Cam.
Don't worry, Cam. We've been good boys and girl. We didn't deviate too much from the path.
Not too much.
Escher has been asking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
sold
God.
greed off to Asher. Sorry.
Oh, great.
No.
You should have seen them. They were so desperate without you by their sides.
Yeah, we
Those
had to
big
do a
puppy
favor.
eyes.
Yeah, we had to do a fade to black.
Oh no!
We also
No.
shot great off to space. We finished our rocket after everything.
Yeah. But in reality, the party have arrived at Kresk.
We were this
Found
close
out.
to going to the Lycan den, but then, yeah, we promised we wouldn't deviate, so we just sent them on my steed with a letter.
I was just hopping in to say, I hope you all don't die. I've got to get back to normal festivities, but I wish
Thank
you all
you.
luck.
Ah,
Yep, and you.
Yeah.
it's
Merry
next
Christmas,
year.
Cam.
Merry
Yep, Merry
Christmas,
Christmas, Cam.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Have a good night, or if I'm still about when you're still going, I'll hop back in.
Okay.
No worries, mate.
Right.
Enjoy yourself.
All right, Merry Christmas. Good night.
Bye.
Oh, wait, before you go, Cam, wait, are you
Yes.
free on the Friday? Because we're having a little community event on Friday, and if you can
Oh, are
make it,
we?
that'd be great.
Which Friday?
Yes,
This
this
Friday.
Friday.
This
Mhm.
Friday.
I'm
This-
back on Sunday, so I'll
okay.
see. I'll see.
Well,
what
you heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Well, if you're able to tune in even for an hour or two on Discord, that'd be great.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, we'll see you
Yeah.
then. Bye bye.
No worries at all. Bye bye.
Here.
Bye.
But
Okay.
yeah, as Octavian is encouraging Sigma that he is his own person, you see like Sigma's like eyes, like his stress softens. He tries to consider the possibility that might be possible or true. That his fears are not worth considering right now.
Back in a sec.
Yeah. As you are feeling this, Sigma, in your mind's eye, as you're being told you're your own person, like your own sense of self, you almost feel like some of those soul doors that are in your mind's eye seem to shrink ever so slightly. Almost unnoticeably, but just enough that you would notice the change. But yes. Yeah. I will say the food on the table is mostly lamb and sheep products, but there is some vegetable produce as well, Octavian. You'll be happy. Probably more meant for
I think
I realize they're not here. I don't know why I'm describing this to them.
I think just out of own like self paranoia, Sigma would walk up to the door and just see like if their suspicion is anything founded.
Yeah, there does not appear to be anyone at the door.
I'm back. Sorry, something just started beeping in my kitchen. I can't work out what it was.
Yeah.
It stopped now, so it can't have been anything important.
Yeah.
How long
It's your
between
carbon
all your
monoxide detector.
incursions does she take?
It depends, really. There's not any set pattern that I've been aware of. She tends to come down, show some acknowledgement, maybe purchase some supplies, and then travels off. But it's probably been at least a couple of weeks since I've last seen her.
Is that abnormal?
Not really. I mean, I think she's quite good at coming and going from the Abbey without even the people at the Abbey being aware, at least from my understanding. She keeps herself to herself when less necessary.
Mm.
Yes. She always has a bit of a strange presence about her, that one. Nothing unpleasant, just something I can't quite put my finger on.
If Sigma thinks about where he would hide, like to spy on this house, like from outside, like where he would stand,
Yeah.
like the place that they would decide is the best, like most opportune location to get everything going on. If Sigma looks over there, would there be anything?
You don't currently see anything, no.
Okay.
But with that, unless the party... Is there anything else the party would like to do immediately?
No.
In that case, with that in mind, I think that is where we shall wrap up tonight's session. So that seems a good place to wrap it up as you get ready for, basically staying here until tomorrow morning. So that will be the end of the session. We will be back. Our next session is likely to be on the 7th, because the 31st is New Year's Eve, and I imagine some people at least have some things on. I probably do. But have a Merry Christmas, everyone, including anyone watching, and
Merry
happy
Christmas and happy holidays.
Yeah,
Happy
and a good and a
holidays.
happy New Year to everyone. Let's hope 2025 is better than 2024, but who knows?
Here's a friggin' hoping.
Yeah. Bye for now.
We wish you
Merry Christmas.